It's a del of a deal at the OUIT store on Campus Corner and the One University store in the OU Student Union.
Jamie Johnson, live in concert. The award-winning songwriting master, Jamie Johnson. Friday, July 29th, 8 p.m., Riverwind Casino. Tickets are on sale now. Call the Riverwind box office or online at riverwind.com.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a deal for you. Choose any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping, and carry it out for just $10. You want a large pan pepperoni pizza? $10. Maybe you're more of a large hand-tossed supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a thin ham, pineapple, and jalapeno pizza? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping carry out for just $10. This deal's only at Pizza Hut, so call now.
All right, appreciate it, TJ. We're ready when you are.
Best summer ever at Andy Alligator's Fun and Water.
Okay, what I'll do here is bump you back, turn you up, and then if you'll text me when you're ending, and I'll kick it to Fox right when you guys are done.
Okay, I can do that.
Just do that from my house.
Wet or dry, we have something for everyone to enjoy. Andy Alligators is the place to be for summer fun. Off I-35 in Norman, visit andyalligators.com.
All right, bringing it back to you.
Back to action here at Norman High School's second half action. Underway here as the OKC Energy U23 lead at 3-0 over Midland, Odessa. Really the last big 15 minutes. The 30 to 45 minute mark was very good for the Energy U23 team as they put in a trio of goals. One of them being by Noah Keats. He scored his 11th goal of the season. Here we are standing with the Energy with a comfortable 3-0 lead.
Yeah, comfortable 3-0 lead, but not a very good first half performance. Obviously, it's great to get 3 goals if you're not playing very well, but I'm sure they'll try and push on here as you see them high pressing starting the first half, and Coach Spenlove must be happy with 3 goals, but not very happy with performance.
Here's a stat for you, Neil. This is the 6th home game for the Energy this year. They are 5-0 on the season. They've outscored their opponents 19-3 in home games this season. So not only have they been winning games, but they've been doing it by a wide margin. And once again here tonight, they have a comfortable lead in the first half.
Yeah, the most important part of that's not the 19, but the 3. Only to concede 3 goals in 5.5 games is absolutely huge. It gives the forwards the opportunity to go forward and score those 19 goals. But if you don't have a good back 4, back 5, then that can't really happen. But 19-3 is really superb. I'm sure they'll be trying to kick on here, and Midland Odessa must have a better second half. They weren't dreadful the first half, they just didn't take their chances. When the ball comes in the box, they've got to hit the target, they've got to finish the ball off.
Again, it was 3 first half goals for the Energy. Got him to this lead, one of them, again, being by Noah Keats, his 11th of the season, which he's getting close to being the sole leader in goals in the entire PDL.
Yeah, he's got to be getting up there. He's not even playing forward striker, and I'll tell you what, most of the players that are either in front of or on chase him are more than likely going to be a front striker. Noah plays the number 10 role, just floating in behind, as we see a free kick here awarded to Midland Odessa.
The big club, the OKC Energy, had a big-time friendly match, if you want to call it, last week against Chivas, and both Hella Sidibe and Noah Keats got into the game. Devontae DeBose, excuse me. Devontae DeBose was one that got in the action. They got a few minutes. So cool for them to not only play with the big club, but against a high-profile opponent as well. That place was rocking, Neil. I don't know if you made it out to that or not.
I didn't make it out to the... Good, well done by the keeper there. I didn't make it out to the game, no, but I heard very good things about it. Professional team coming out to play the Energy, and for some of these boys to get on the field is unbelievable. I know for a fact that some of the Energy U23s have been training with the first team, the big team, which is also great for them to get touches on the ball with players who have played in MLS, players who have played all over the world. So it's really shown here tonight when they're producing a 3-0 lead the first half.
Thank you to the Energy staff for providing this information. But it was Noah Keats, Devontae DeBose, Sebastian Pineda, and Josh Taylor had their first selection in the Energy Pro USL team last week against Chivas. So handful of guys getting in on the action. Showing off here tonight is A-Lee at 3-0. That one's played out. Trying to play it out by Devontae DeBose. Shot on goal for Midland Odessa. It's well wide. It's going to be a goal kick for the Energy.
That's better play by Midland Odessa. Trying to create some chances. The first one breaks down and the second one's just a wild shot. But going back to the players playing in the first team, it's unbelievable. The coach, Jimmy Nielsen's obviously been a pro goalkeeper. There's players, Michael Thomas played in the MLS. The quality there is unbelievable. So for them just to learn, even in training sessions, as I said, throughout the week, is really shown tonight as they're 3-0 up.
Goal kick coming from Austin Parker. Going to be headed out by, that's actually still in play. It's going to be controlled by the Energy.
Well done by Helsidebe there. Chad Dennis has got to pass the ball. He's not a dribbler.
And maybe this is more of a situation when it's 2-0, Neil, as we are in the second half, 49 minutes in. But at 3-0, is this still a situation to where the next goal of the game, either side, is going to let you know how it goes? 4-0, this match is probably over. 3-1, a goal to Midland Odessa the next one. We could have a match.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be an early goal, though. Midland Odessa need a goal to build their confidence, I think. If they wait till 75 minutes, I think the game will just fizz out. And of course, 3 goals can be scored within a couple of minutes, but they need to get an early goal. They've got to get their confidence back up, get on the ball, and Energy have just tried to kind of keep the back door shut for the first 5-10 minutes and try and nick a goal and finish the game off.
Try to play up. Headed out. It's going to be controlled by Midland Odessa. Nice play by Josh Taylor to regain possession. Great defensive play. Energy aren't able to control it. Yeah. Goes back to Midland Odessa.
Josh is pressing nice and high there. Flies in and he's got to be helped out. Other players have got to be pressing high with him when he goes.
Here comes Midland Odessa trying to get it to the middle of the field.
Good opportunity 2v1 here.
Shot on goal, deflected. It's going to be a corner for the Shockers.
Yeah, Jacko there, his left back's bombing forward and he's had a shot. Very, very, very selfish. He's got to get him involved and then the ball can be put across the 6-yard box.
You kind of just waited for him to dish the ball off on the near side, possible corner opportunity, but you're right, it is kind of a selfish play.
Yep.
Tried to rip a shot on goal. They'll get a corner out of it. See if they can get their first goal tonight. Here's Midland Odessa's cross in, deflected away. Josh Taylor trying to clear it. Energy are able to do it. Midland Odessa will retain possession on their end of the field.
Yeah, good defensive play both by the keeper and the defender there.
Ball's crossed in. A nice play by Austin Parker. Chance for Midland Odessa. Austin Parker's cut out of place, but a beautiful defensive play by the Energy.
Austin Parker's got to catch the ball there. If he's punching it, it's got to go all the way out the field. He can't be punching it to Midland Odessa. Luckily enough, Sebastian Pineda's close to the line and he's cleared it off the line.
That looked like a for sure goal coming up for Midland Odessa, Neil. But they had a defender in the box and he was just able to bat it away.
Yeah, Austin Parker's beating himself up there on his own box, but he's got to keep his head. Made one little mistake and he's got away with it, so it's not too much damage. They just need to make sure they keep the door shut for the first 5-10 minutes as they try and break forward here with Lucas Pereira.
Nice defensive play by Midland Odessa. Here they come. Here in the middle of the field, trying to get their first goal. Started off nicely here in the second half. Tough on-ball defense. There is a whistle.
Yeah, just a little bit too physical there. He's going nowhere. Just got to back him up and face him towards his own goal, and you don't get a silly free kick there. Much better first half. Much better second half for Midland Odessa. They've came out. They've obviously had a few harsh words from the manager, and they've changed their ways. They're finding gaps, so they've got an opportunity on the top.
Shot on goal, just wide. Nice save by Austin Parker. But it's going to be a corner for Midland Odessa.
Good save by Austin Parker. He's made up for that little mistake he made. And there's too many gaps, as you see the midfielders talking here. They've got to sort this out where the gaps can't come.
Corner coming up for the Sockers in the 52nd minute. Again, huge match, biggest match of the year for both teams as they try to battle it out for sole position of first place in the Mid-South Conference. Mid-South Division, excuse me.
Austin Parker's got to do better here. The sun's in his eyes, but if he's unsure, it's got to go high and very, very wide.
Cross comes in. That's going to be played out. It's going to be another corner for the Sockers.
Yeah, Ben Commey's got to try and get something else apart from his knee on that one, but it'll do for just now, and they set up again defensively. It's another corner for Midland Odessa. They play this one short.
Played it short. Trying to get a cross in with the left foot. Crosses it in.
Too deep.
Well wide, too deep. Played out by the Energy. Is going to be a throw for Midland Odessa.
Yeah, Pineda's done well there. Noticed the ball going over the top and just put it out of play and out of danger for just now. Let's take a quick look right now. All the Midland players inside the Energy half. Not one player even close to the halfway line is retract now, but they're going for this goal. They want an early goal so they can bounce forward and try and get the other two back. Makes for a very interesting half.
It'll be basically a 3-game series between these two clubs. And Neil, you got to think the one who's able to take at least 2 out of 3 is going to win the Mid-South Division, which may mean a home playoff game. And if you're looking at it from the energy side of it, that's huge because I just read you off the stat. In 5.5 games, they're 19-3 over their opponents on their home field.
Yeah, and I think most teams will want to play at home. Just you don't have to travel, you don't have to go and stay in a hotel. So, and especially for the energy, they're 19-3 on goals and 5-0 on games. So, they really want to be playing back here.
And out by Midland Odessa, they'll control it again. Here in the 54th minute, getting it to the middle of the field. Rips a shot on goal. Not a very high percentage shot. That's going to go wide. It's going to be a goal kick for the Energy.
Yeah, poor decision there by a big fella. He's got options out right and left. Even start again and go the other side's a better option than having a 35-yard shot that footers wide close to the corner flag.
So here's what the standings look like right now in the Mid-South Division. Midland Odessa currently in first place at 7-1-3 on the year. They have 24 points. The Energy right behind them, 7-2-1 on the year with 22 points. So a win. 3 points tonight would put the Energy at 25 points on the year and put them in sole position of first place in the Mid-South Conference as they lead at 3-0 here in the 54th minute.
Yeah, a win would be huge for Energy tonight. As we see here again, Midland Odessa is getting more chances. It's a good opportunity.
Just outside the box. Rips a shot deflected by the Energy. And that's well wide. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, just a couple of chances there for the big man. He's just got to take his time and get other players involved. He's had 2 very, very rash shots where there's more opportunities. But Chad and Noah and Josh have got to sort out the midfield. There's too many passes going through there. There's too many gaps in between them and the centre-backs. And that's where Midland are getting their chances. Chad gives the ball away.
Gives the ball away. Here comes Midland Odessa on their side of the field. Possible chance coming up. Just outside the box, trying to cross it in. Puts a head on it, and an easy save by Austin Parker. But going back to the previous chance, Neil, it just seems like the Sockers are kind of on their heels a little bit. They're rushing shots. They're not taking high percentage shots, and they're a pass away from getting a really good look at the goal.
Yeah, and they pass it well up until that opportunity. Just that final decision is just not good enough. I think we're going to see Garrett Welch coming off for Chad Dennis. Chad has made a couple of mistakes in the last couple of minutes, and I don't think Coach Spenlove is really a person that you want to be annoying, so he's getting the hook by the looks of it. Garrett Welch will just slot in there, and he's just another opportunity. Here we come.
Midland Odessa gets through again. Rips a shot on goal, deflected once again. Nice defensive play. It's going to be a throw for the Sockers. That deflection negates a shot on goal.
Yeah, again, it's just that final ball. For me, he's played the ball too early there. And he's just got to hold on the ball until they get forward for that.
Another throw coming up for the Sockers. They've really, really been on the offensive here in the first 11 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, I wouldn't say panicking, but you can see Coach Spenlove racking his brains. Garrett Welch is going on here. Looks like Zalzman's coming on as well. Sure it'll be Chad Dennis. Maybe Raul Benit coming off.
Rowe comes in, headed out. Energy are just going to clear it. Nice defensive play.
Yep, good decision. Get the ball up, and it's...
I hear the chance coming up, and nice play by the keeper, but there for a second. Thought I may have had another chance on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've just done well to get the ball out now. Now they need to reset, close those gaps in between the defending defenders.
Here's the upcoming schedule for the Energy. Next game will be Friday night, July 8th, final home regular season match of the year against the Albuquerque Soul. 7 o'clock right here at Norman High School in Norman, Oklahoma. Then they'll hit the road for the final 2 games of the season at Midland Odessa on Thursday, July 14th at 7 o'clock. And then at Midland Odessa again, Saturday, July 16th at 7:30. Those 2 games will likely decide the winner of the Mid-South Division.
Yeah, Chad Dennis just getting taken off there, as I said, and Garrett Welch is going to slot just in behind the defenders, hopefully shore things up for the Energy in the 57th minute.
Energy will control it. Deflected out. Throw-in coming up for the Energy U23. As you see, Coach Chris Spenlove may have a 3-0 lead, still out there coaching hard. He knows how big of a match this is tonight.
Yeah, Zalzman's just going to come on here. I'm not really sure who's going to come off, but yeah, coach isn't happy with the midfield. He's chatting to Chad, he's chatting to Noah, Josh. They're all having a discussion of how they can change things, how they can shore up this defence. As you see, Raul Benit, who's created all the chances tonight, is making way for Zalzman.
He's greeted by Coach Chris Spinlove with the high five, and as Neil said, a very impressive game tonight. Here comes Ben Conway in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Cordero's just getting Ben Conway involved here as Noah Keats. He's unlucky. Better though by Energy, getting the ball forward, trying to keep the ball and create chances. They want to keep the ball in the Midland half rather than in their own half where they're defending.
Ellis Adibe trying to play that deep. It's going to be controlled by the keeper for Midland Odessa. 59th minute of action here at Norman High School, with the Energy lead at 3-0. 3 first-half goals for the Energy, including one by Noah Keats, his 11th goal of the year. 3rd in the PDL in goals on the season, and that's a mistake, and he wasn't able to control it. That could have turned it into a chance.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. And I'm not sure if that's tired legs or whether it's just a bad first touch, but Energy need to get on the ball. They've got a throw in here, and you see the Midland players just trying to shore each other up, get each other up the field, and press nice and high to create more chances. They need a goal.
Throw in coming in for the Energy. Fonte DeBose will take it. Played right to the Sockers. I'm trying to cross it in the middle of the field. Nice play. Played out by the Energy. It's going to be a throw for Midland Odessa. They say it's tipped.
Yeah, I think that took a deflection though.
No deflection. Throw in for the Sockers here. 60th minute. Energy lead at 3-0.
Good play by Midland. It's much better second half. The words from the manager at half-time were very stern, and it's obviously worked. As I say that, they give the ball away, but it's been much better. They've kept the ball and they've created some chances.
Neil, if you want to, you can break down a couple or all 3 of the goals that we saw in the first half for the people just now joining us on the live stream of action. That ball's crossed in. Another chance, and it's got just almost in the back of the net. I don't know if it crossed the line, Neil. It was close. The goalkeeper fell down. The ball was still loose. Looked like the Energy got a foot on it.
Yeah.
But somehow that was played out.
Yeah, we can't really see down there. We've got to trust the linesman as Ben Conway.
Here comes Ben Conway. Energy right back at it. Looking, gets in the middle of the field, tries to, and there's contact, and there is a whistle.
I'm not sure about that one, Tyler.
It was Ben Conway on the right side. He just kind of crossed it over to the middle of the field. Looked like he was trying to want to rip a shot off with his left foot. There's contact, is it just inside the box, and there was a whistle.
Yeah, he knows exactly what's going on there. He's running away from goal. He's off balance. He gets one touch and he's over. Great opportunity here for Noah just to notch his 12th knot on the belt, and it's try and make it 4-0 and quieten this Midland Odessa team up.
So this could be the dagger coming up. Midway through the 61st minute, Energy looking to add their 4th goal of the game. Currently 3-0. It's going to be a PK. There's Noah Keats. Approaches it. Shots, and it's in!
Good finish by Noah. There's never really any other option there apart from a goal, but he's done well, slotted that way, and it's 4-0 Energy.
Another goal for Noah Keats, his 2nd of the game. And in the 61st minute, the Energy have now taken a 4-0 lead over the Midland Odessa Sockers.
Yeah, great finish for the penalty and takes his chances. Midland Odessa now, you can see them walking up to the ball, heads down, and for me that's game over.
Very well could be game over. Midland Odessa now down 4 goals in the 62nd minute. And I was just going to ask you to break down the first 3 goals in the first half, and then we get another one. But go ahead if you want to. Break down the first 3 goals in the first half.
For the first half, I think it was very slow and sloppy from both teams. Probably Midland Odessa having the better of the half, but Raul Benit was the difference for me. He was very quiet and then just come up, created 3 chances and took 3 goals. First one, he's driving from the right-hand side, cuts inside and scoops it, shall we say, over the 2 centre defenders, and Lucas Cordero finishes it well. For the second one, he's on the left-hand side, cuts inside, slips it down to Ben Conway, who drills it across the box, 6 yards out. Noah keeps a little tap in. And then for the 3rd goal, don't get maybe wrong here, but I'm sure it was Benit again inside, scooping over the top, and there's another great finish.
the goal from Ben Conway to Noah Keats, it's not the most flashiest goal that this team has had all year long, because they've had a ton of them. Again, they're the best offensive team in this division, probably in the Southern Conference as well. I think the stats would back that up. But I think my favorite goal of the year, Neil, has been that one where it was great passing all the way around, gets it to Ben Conway, crosses it over to Noah Keats, and he puts it in the back of the net. That's just great play all the way around on the offensive end.
It's great soccer. It keeps the ball, starts from the right-hand side, we move across, the grab's great, Raul Benit picks it up and he slides it down the line, Ben Conway's in there, and when he drills it in between the 6-yard box and just where the keeper can't really come for it. Noah Keats is 4 or 5 yards out and he taps it in the back of the net. Probably one of his easier finishes, but created so much by Benit and Ben Conway.
So how about this? Noah Keats could have an opportunity for a hat trick in a second straight game.
Yeah, and for me, I think it's going to be more and more opportunities for them. Midland Odessa's heads are down. I really think that the game's over. Not much else is going to happen for Midland Odessa, and chances will be created. There'll be gaps in behind when the defence are tired and 4-0 down and don't want to play. So there's every opportunity for Noah to get his hat trick, unless he gets substituted, which looks like we're going to have Jamie Campbell and a couple of other subs here.
So in the last 3 games, how about this, Neil? Last 3 games, as we got a whistle. Last 3 games, Noah Keats has scored 8 goals. I believe 3 of those have come on a PK, but regardless, still impressive to have 8 goals in your last 3 games.
Yeah, and PKs are not 100%. PKs, everyone thinks it's maybe an easier. Of course, it's easier, but you've still got to slot the ball away against the keeper. And if anyone watches the professional soccer at the Euros, there's plenty of PKs missed. So 8 goals in 3 games. Well, 3 games is unbelievable. I keep saying that he's not a centre striker. Lucas Cordiero plays up top and he plays in behind him, and as Pineda heads it to the Midland Odessa.
Shot on goal, just wide. It was a great chance for Midland Odessa, but it just goes just wide.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. Looks like we're going to have Jamie Campbell on for Ben Conway here.
Ben Conway, another nice match.
Yeah, and Lucas Cordiero coming off as well.
As we are in the 65th minute. Energy U23 lead at 4-0. That was the 29th goal on the season for the Energy, Neil. Next closest in the Mid-South Division was these Midland Odessa Sockers. They have 16 on the season. So 13 more goals on the year does this Energy U23 team have.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. And again, they really sure at the back, which gives the opportunity to go forward. As we see the big man Daniel O'Keefe walking in front of us, he played alongside Owen Hoskins for most of the games, and then Pineda's dropped in maybe an injury or something, but Pineda's done a great job as well. Those boys keep it sure, and it's a good shape where there's not a lot of chances for the other teams to get goals.
Just pretty impressive. This is the inaugural season of this Energy U23 team.
Yeah.
And they are competing in a big way. After tonight, here in just a few minutes, they will be the sole leaders of the Mid-South Division, and a chance, Neil, to make a deep run in the playoffs with as well as they're playing offensively.
Yeah, definitely, and that goes great shout to Spen Love and Dustin Hooker as well, who've both done the recruiting, both got the players in here and trying to sell a programme that's never been a programme. Must have been hard, but they've done well and they've got the talent in that are doing really well, and surely must want to go into playoffs.
Energy fans out there, two members of this squad are currently up for Goal of the Month. Go to the USPDL Twitter page at USLPDL. You can vote for Lucas Cordiero's goal or Mauro Chiquero's goal for the Goal of the Month. Nice defensive play for Midland Odessa. That's going to be cleared out in the 67th minute.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity there. Zalzman just got forward and seems to be hobbling back, but hopefully he's not injured. Midland Odessa do well defensively and went on the break, but now we've got Energy back on the ball as Pineda goes flying forward.
And I'm guessing that you can guess, Neil, which goal is up for Goal of the Month. Which of the 4 goals Mauro Chiquero's goal is for Goal of the Month? It's that bicycle kick.
It's got to be the overhead
that happened.
kick.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable goal.
Yeah, the bicycle kick's good, but also his free kick's unbelievable as well, that he's slotted on the top. But that bicycle kick's got to be up there. I'd like to see the goal that beats that.
Again, you can vote for that on Twitter at USLPDL.
Yep, I think we're going to see a couple of substitutes here.
Speaking of Mauro Chicaro, not sure if he's going to rejoin the team by the end of the year as Josh Taylor tries to get it in the middle of the field. And somehow he regains possession all the way back out.
DeBose has got a chance.
Devontae DeBose. This team is skilled offensively enough as it is, Neil, but if somehow Mauro Chicaro, who is the number 4 prospect in the entire PDL, comes back for the playoffs, watch out for this club.
Yeah.
Ball's crossed in. Another shot on goal, and it's just wide.
Jamie Campbell's got to finish that chance. Great cut back, and he's got to use his left foot and come across it for me, but dragged it with his right foot, and it's just gone wide. See Garrett McLaughlin coming on. Yeah, we're speaking about Morrow. From what I hear, I don't think he's coming back, but that may have just been for the regular season. When it comes into playoffs, they may have time to come back, but yeah, if he comes back, it's another great asset to this team, but it raises the question, who do you drop? You're playing so well, who do you drop?
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, supposedly, according to the PDL, this is the best team in the entire Southern Conference, this Midland Odessa squad. And it's just one match, I know, and it is at home, but you're outplaying them significantly, and you're up 4-0 in the 70th minute.
Yeah, it's great play, and it's hard to describe how you've got such great players, and it's obviously you can have great players and not be a very good team. But this team have gelled well over the summer and create loads of opportunities as the two probably star men take a seat. Noah Keats, Josh Taylor take a well-deserved rest, and for me, the two of them are the standout players of this team.
They've got plenty of rests and home matches, Neil. Again, that's kind of been the theme. They're 5-0 on the season at home, about to move to 6-0 here in about 20 minutes of play. But those games aren't 2-1, 1-0 games. The first home game of the season was close against the Albuquerque Soul. The Energy won that game 2-1 off a free kick from Mauro Chicaro. But every other game, 3-0, 3-0. 5-1 we had against St. Louis the other night. 4-0 here. They win at home and they win decisively.
Yeah, and I think the first game can be put down to nerves maybe. First game. It's difficult sometimes, but since then they've just kicked on. They've not really looked back at that. And they score plenty of goals, and they keep clean sheets. They don't lose. I don't think there's been a game where they've lost maybe 2 or 3 goals. I may be wrong in that, but I highly doubt that they've lost 2 or 3 goals, maybe 4 goals in a game. That just doesn't happen with this team.
It was going to be played long. Nice play by Austin Parker. Don't get nervous, Neil, but the PDL game of the week is Friday night right here, home finale against the Albuquerque Soul.
Yep.
The entire PDL world will be watching.
Yeah, and it's good though. The boys must be ready for these games. They've played huge games. They've obviously trained with the first team. Some have played with the first team. So if I'm nervous, that's all right. As long as the boys out in the field don't get nervous and they produce the games that they've been producing.
Albuquerque Soul, a team that they've been able to handle for the most part this season. Again, that'll be Friday night right here at the Norman High School Soccer Complex at 7 o'clock. The home regular season finale for this club. See if they get a home playoff berth. Another chance possibly coming up for the Energy. Keeper comes up and makes a save.
Yeah, he's done well there. Talisman just cutting him behind, and a couple of opportunities come as the subs always play at a high standard. Coach clearly demands that they go on and the standard doesn't drop, and that clearly happens every single time we play. We see Energy players going on.
Substitution coming in for the Sockers. And I believe, if I've seen the video right, Neil, Midland Odessa, they do play on a turf field. How much of a difference is it for a team that's used to playing on all natural grass?
Yeah, it usually would make a difference, but the PDL team train quite a lot of the time on turf.
Yeah.
They either train at Taft or at a different facility. They've obviously played at Taft. It does make a difference, but for me, the quality in this team are good enough to deal with that little bit of change in footing.
I'll say this, the one time, the one home match at least that we've seen that they played on turf was at Taft Stadium, and it didn't affect them at all.
Yep.
Really good offensively game.
One of the main things is the heat that the turf holds, especially midday games when the sun's blaring down and players' boots get hot under their feet. It really makes a difference, as stupid as it sounds. But obviously the way the ball goes and different things, but Energy are used to it. They train at Taft, they train at a different facility, they've trained on turf before.
And I don't know if you've ever been to the Midland, Odessa area, Neil, but it's not exactly cool this time of year.
I couldn't even tell you where it is, Tyler.
West Texas.
Okay. No, I can't imagine that's cool, but Oklahoma, it's hot as well, so these boys are used to it. They can't really, I'm sure they won't be looking for excuses, but they can't be using excuses as to why they don't want to go down and get a result.
As we are midway through the 73rd minute here. Energy lead at 4-0. Here's a possible chance coming from Midland, Odessa. Austin Parker is coming to try to make a play on it.
I'll tell you what, that's a handball from Midland, Odessa. Midland, Odessa players ran down the line. He's touched the ball with his hand, and Austin Parker's come out. That's a handball.
He tried to come out and make a play on it, and I think that's exactly what Austin Parker's saying is that's a handball.
I'll put my hands up if I'm wrong, but I really, really think that was a handball.
So it looks like it's going to be a PK for the Sockers in the 74th minute, a chance to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. First PK of the night.
Second.
Or for Midland, Odessa, excuse me. Yes, this is the second PK of the night. Noah Keats scored on one in the second half. Here's approach. Austin Parker in goal. Here's a play, and it's in the back of the net. It's a goal for the Sockers.
Is that a little too late, or do they have the opportunity to go forward here? What'll be interesting to see is obviously Spenlov's played all his cards, and all the subs are on, but the subs have enough quality, I'm sure, to see this game out. And Midland Odessa have just got to be aware. Energy have just got to be aware of Midland Odessa throwing everything out at it.
So Fernando Machado puts Midland Odessa on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, and is now 4-1 in the 75th minute.
It's going to be an interesting last 15 minutes of game here.
Welcome the Energy real quick off, going right back on the attack. Here's on the far side, not a great first touch, and Midland Odessa is going to regain possession.
Yeah, Jamie's just trying to take a big touch there past the defender, but it's got to be a little more definitive and get him in behind.
One's headed out.
Not sure what Austin Parker's doing.
Yeah, he just kind of committed himself, and luckily that wasn't be able to control by Midland Odessa. They would have had a nice shot on goal. Throwing coming up for the Energy as that ball is played out.
Yeah, Austin's just got to talk more there. Maybe a little quiet at the back. Missing a big man, Michael, but he's got to make sure that Owen knows he's coming. If he's coming, he's coming. He's got to get that ball.
Another whistle.
Yeah, it's a tough fall there. Looks like it's going to get up though.
Again, if you want to follow the team's action on Twitter, at Energy FC U23, all the latest up-to-date information on the club. Free kick coming up for the Energy on their end of the field. We got a stoppage of play in the 76th minute.
Yeah, I think he's going to speak to the coach for Midland Odessa, just give him a little bit of lip, talking back too much. And we get back underway as Energy try and whip the ball in the box here. And if they get a goal here, Tyler must kill off the game.
There we go, whistle, back in action. Here comes the cross in.
It's dreadful.
Not a great cross. But it goes back to the possession of the Energy.
Yep, correct decision, handball. Poor from Energy. 76 minute, they can't take anything for granted here. They've got to take their chances. That ball has to get in the box.
Has to get in the box, but if nothing else, you're hoping that you can at least possess it.
Yeah.
Coming off of that, and they're not able to do that either.
Yeah, and if the ball doesn't go in the box, as you say, the second phase, how can you get the ball back after a poor delivery? Garrett Welch doing well, just cutting up the Midland Odessa attack.
Nice defensive play by the Energy, and that one's played out for Midland Odessa. Throw coming up for the Energy. Right at midfield, Devontae DeBose will take the throw in the 77th minute here in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think that goal's just a little too late. Don't get me wrong, if it comes at 3-1 or 2-1, it makes it very interesting, but when you're in 75 minutes in, 3 goals down, how do you come back? How do you change what you've been doing wrong for 75 minutes?
So I'm not trying to rub this in, Neil. I'm really not. But Noah Keats has 12 goals on the year. Albuquerque, as an entire team, has 9 goals on the season. So Noah Keats outscoring Albuquerque Soul, who we'll see here on Friday night.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe we'll just put Noah out on his own, but nah, he's been great this season just to watch and enjoy the not just the, I'm going to say energy there, but it sounds very cliche. He's all around the park. He gets in gaps where defenders aren't, and that's how he scores his goals. to say that he's got 12 goals, 11 goals.
12 goals on the season. Came in with 10. He's got 2 tonight.
12 goals on the season for the midfielders, unbelievable. Austin Parker here, switched on, taking his time with the goal kick, time to just relax and slow things down so Midland Odessa can't get the momentum that they desire.
Noah's 12 goals will put him in a tie for second place in the entire PDL. He will trail Christian Cheney by just 1 goal, who has 13 on the season. Nice play once again by the Energy. Defensively, here they come once again, middle of the field, trying to dish it off. Nice play defensively by the Sockers.
Yeah, they're struggling to get out though, the Sockers. They're doing well defensively, but the second phase isn't good. They're not keeping the ball after it. Good play by Energy, good high pressing, making them go back to the goalkeeper.
And what an opportunity for a lot of these guys, Neil. You kind of think that, yeah, you're going to play under the eyes of the big club, but mostly you're going to be able to stay fresh during the summer months before you go back to college. And the way that they're performing, the stats these guys are putting up, not only is the big club, the Energy, looking at them, teams all around the league as well.
Yeah, there's not just the league, and I think there's all over the US professional, MLS, wherever the boys decide to go after this. Of course, most of them go back to college, but some players, the next step definitely can be into soccer. Doesn't have to be stopping. But for the boys going into college, I was speaking about this earlier to a college coach. It's good, but also it's a little bit of a hindrance. They've played a whole summer and then they've got to go in and play a whole season, which is tough. But for a lot of these boys, the bonus will be not doing pre-season. A lot of coaches are switched on as to that they're already match fit. That's quality play by Jamie Campbell.
Jamie Campbell just not able to win it.
Yeah, good defense.
We are in the 80th minute. But you're right. I mean, they're going to play a lot of games this summer, Neil, and you mix in the traveling, you mix in the heat and the humidity, that can wear down a guy.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of these boys that aren't from Oklahoma or don't go to school in Oklahoma, they've got to travel back home to wherever their college is or to wherever they live. And that's also tough, especially if you go back around the start of August when pre-seasons usually occur. You're more than likely going to miss your pre-season, because pre-seasons to get match fit. If you've been playing all summer, then sure as hope you're match fit.
Throw in coming in for Midland Odessa, approaching the 81st minute of action. Energy U23s lead it 4-1 over the Sockers.
That's a foul.
Contact, and it will be a foul. Free kick coming up for the Energy. Energy just a few minutes away from taking sole position, first place in the Mid-South Division.
Yeah, they're taking their time here. Just killing all the clock and also the momentum of Midland.
Tyler McComas, Neil Ferguson here with you on the action. Played out by Austin Parker, the goalkeeper.
It's a good head.
Played out by Midland Odessa. Got it back to the middle of the field. Midland Odessa again playing it here to the near side on their end of the field.
Good
nice on-ball defense by Devontae Bose.
Yeah, that was good defending by DeBose.
Midland Odessa had to play it back. Now they're trying to go forward once again. So we're inside the 82nd minute.
Yeah, they've done well to keep the ball though. Switched it out to the right-hand side. That's a poor decision. Just got to put the ball in the box there for me.
Trying to make a move, not able to. Controlled by the Energy. Nice defensive on-ball pressure once again. Goes to Zalzman in the middle of the field for the Energy. And they'll regain possession. Oh, ball's just trying to get through. Nice play defensively for the Sockers.
Yeah, they're going on the attack.
Here it is once again. Austin Parker's going to come up and he makes a nice save.
Yeah, it does well there to collect the ball. Jamie's just making a poor decision now. Got to be a bit more mature on the ball. Keep the ball and maybe just put the ball in behind. Relieve pressure for a little while. Into the 83rd minute here tonight, and it's been interesting. It's been a good match. First half is very scrappy. Probably better chances go towards Albuquerque, Midland Odessa for the first 20 minutes, and then Energy just finish their chances.
The first goal came, and the next two just kind of came in bunches and quickly, Neil. Like you said, it was really kind of even. You may have given the edge to Midland Odessa through the first half of the first half, and then all of a sudden the Energy get a goal and a couple come along right with it. That led to a 3-0 halftime lead. Both teams have scored one goal off a PK here in the second half. That's how we're at our 4-1 score in the midway through the 83rd minute. Here comes a possible chance once again. Keeper for Midland Odessa is going to make a play on it.
And that might have been very different for Midland if they had scored the two one-on-one opportunities it had. Neither hit the target, neither made Austin Parker work, which wasn't good enough. And it was clearly shown when they got punished by Energy taking their chances in the second half of the first half. Energy doing well here though. Midland seem to be throwing everything they've got. Maybe they've taken some starters off, but they're trying to throw everything forward to create another goal, create a chance. That's a swipe. Nice
defensive play by Midland Odessa. It's in possession back here in the 84th minute. There's Hela Sidibe. Hela Sidibe taking himself on the far side.
Yeah.
On the Energy side of the field. Slows up.
Midland are trying to chase them back there, and Hela Sidibe just put it in another gear and just cruised off. Poor decision in the end up. Looks like we've got a corner, but
corner coming up for the Energy.
Didn't really see that one too far, Tyler, but again, that's quality play by Hela. Relieves all sort of pressure, gets a corner, and it's cruising into the 85th minute.
So here comes a corner coming up for the Energy. Just outside the 85th minute here in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, let's take this one short. It's going to try and chop back and have a shot.
Tried to rip a shot through. That's deflected away by the Sockers. Yep. Energy will retain possession. They try to set it back up here. 85th minute, just trying to run some possession here.
Yep, just trying to create a little chance where it's not. They don't need to force anything. They're 4-1 up. It sees Alsman keeping the ball. Good decision just to relax and run the clock down.
And I think at this point the Sockers are just going to kind of let them.
Yeah.
Run possession here.
They don't need to really be chasing the ball too much. Going into the 86th minute, halfway through the 85th, and do they really think they can get 3 goals? Maybe they do, but for me they just need to be saving their legs and get back on the bus and get home.
So normally we have a 2-game set between both teams at a certain site. That will not be the case here. 2 teams will play. Energy will take on Albuquerque Friday night here at Norman High School at 7 o'clock. And the 2 teams will meet up once again for the final 2 regular season finales at Midland Odessa Grande Communication Stadium.
It's alright from Zalzman there. He's just trying to show a little bit of trickery in the last couple of minutes of the game. Oh, McLaughlin's got to come at the ball.
Again, the PDL put out their power rankings earlier today. In the Southern Conference, it was Midland Odessa coming in as the top-ranked power team in the conference. Right behind them was the OKC Energy U23. Seeing that matchup tonight unfold on the field. And again, just a few minutes away from the Energy taking sole possession of the Mid-South Division.
Yeah, have both teams played the same amount of games, Tyler, do you know?
I believe that the Energy have played one less. I believe.
Maybe Midland will have the weekend off and Energy will play on Friday. If that's the case, to tie up the amount of games. If they win tonight and then again win on Friday, that'll increase their lead at the top of the league maybe.
Midland Odessa has played 11 games on the year. The Energy have played 10, so yes.
Yeah, I'm sure the Midland will have a week off. I'm sure that'll be the case. Maybe not, but they'll have Friday off. Energy will play, and then it'll be back to Midland, where Midland will need to win both games to win the league.
So Energy will go up they'll have a 1-point lead over Midland Odessa after this one is concluded. If you can get 3 points Friday night against Albuquerque, you put yourself in a division, Neil, or put yourself in a situation, Neil, where if you win one and tie one, you're the winner of the division.
Yeah, it'll go to goal difference, and as we spoke about, Energy have the far superior goal difference. So it'll be an interesting match again on Friday night. Though we need to come with a professional attitude to try and protect this what looks like going to be 6-0 home streak.
So seemingly that would be the situation heading into the final as Austin Parker comes up and makes a nice save. That would seemingly be the situation that we're going to have the final 2 regular season matches of the year. Energy win here. We're just saying that they win Friday night at Albuquerque. Midland Odessa would be in a spot where they have to win those 2 final games at home to win the division.
Yeah, and that's us assuming that Midland don't play on Friday night. They may do, but it would make sense if they didn't, so that everyone ended up in the same number of games. And yes, that would need to be a two-game winning streak for Midland Odessa to finish up their season, which is not out by any stretch of the imagination if they're clearly a power rank number 1 this week, so they must be a good side. Maybe tonight was just an off night.
That was Garrett McLaughlin. They got bumped down on that play. There was a whistle. Approaching the 89th minute. Haven't seen a signal for added time just yet.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a lot. Referees kind of let it go, especially when the score's this 4-1. And
Devontae DeBose. Looked like it was a dished in, crossed in.
Good touch by McLaughlin.
Good
play by Garrett McLaughlin there. He's recognised that he's got nothing on, goes back, and Energy have got another chance to keep the ball.
Midway through the 89th minute. That one is deflected off the Sockers. Actually, they're going to get a throw out of it. Throw in for Midland Odessa as they try to go on the offensive one last time here. There is contact. There will be a foul on the Energy, so a free kick coming up for the Sockers. Approaching the 90th minute mark.
Yeah, I think he's bought that foul a little bit, Tyler. Ref maybe feeling sorry for him. Maybe it was a foul, maybe I've just got green tinted glasses on, but Midland maybe one more chance here. Throw the ball in the box and go home with a little bit of pride.
I think we both have green tinted glasses on, Neil. I don't think you're the only one.
It's hard not to when you watch them most weeks.
Free kick coming up into the 90th minute now. Ball is played in the box, headed out, and just wide.
Shouldn't be a free header. Energy have switched off a little bit, and that's understandable. 4-1 up, you're not really bothered, but you've got to take a little bit of pride, and they get away with one at the end.
He was headed inside the box, and the Sockers had a guy on the backside. He just wasn't able to get to it. Ball goes wide. It'll be a goal kick for Austin Parker.
Yeah, it almost looked as if he watched it go past the goal, but I'm sure that wasn't the case. He's trying to get about everything, and it just goes wide. So I'm sure you're no doubt going to ask me, Tyler, for our man of the match tonight.
I was literally just about to ask you that. You read my mind. It's those same glasses that we got on. I don't know what the deal is.
There's been a lot of good players, and for the first half it was slow, and then we bounced on and scored 3 goals. Tonight I think the man of the match who made the difference didn't play too many minutes, maybe 60 minutes, but Raul Benit gets man odd for the man of the match tonight. Even though Noah scored 2 goals, Raul Benit created or was involved in 3 out of those 4 goals. So it's been a huge difference. He was very quiet and then just pops up in little gaps, a couple of through balls, and got a great opportunity for 3 chances, 3 goals. So man of the match tonight for me is Raul Benit.
Raul Benit, the first time that Neil has named him man of the match this season. Be a throw for the Energy. I can't imagine that we had any more than 2 minutes of added time. And we're approaching that right now.
There can't be. We're in extra time. Energy are 4-1 up, and Coach Benlove's still barking orders. He's still making sure that we give 100% and the quality is still there, which is great to see, and it clearly goes through each and every one of the players. I've heard he's a very scary gentleman when he loses his temper, so every single one of the boys are not just playing for himself, but playing for the coach as well.
I interviewed him, and this was, mind you, this was after a win a couple weeks ago, but I interviewed him right after a game, and even that was intimidating. Let's just say I don't think he was too interested in giving me a few answers to some questions.
Nah, I'm sure he wasn't. I'm sure he's just trying to get up the road and get his feet up after a well-deserved, like you say, was a win, but I think he's a very good coach, but a very, very intimidating man, and a lot of good coaches have that intimidating factor.
So here it is. Sockers have it on their side of the field, as it will be like it'll be a goal kick for the Energy, as we got to be getting close to the final action of this match, as Energy U23 lead at 4-1 over the Midland Odessa Sockers. And there it is, the final whistle. And the Energy will move to 6-0 on the season as they defeat Midland Odessa 4-1. And there is now a new leader in the Mid-South Division.
Yeah, great game again tonight. Came in and it was the number 1 and 2 power ranks of the South, and Energy have blown Midland away 4-1. All came in the second half of the first half, 3-0, and that kind of killed it. Obviously, both teams got a PK in the second half, evened it up, and just Energy better all round for me tonight.
So a critical win for the Energy U23 tonight. They collect a 4-1 win over Midland Odessa. We'll be back in action Friday night, July 8th, right here at Norman High School against the Albuquerque Soul. 7 o'clock start time for the final home match of the year. For Neil Ferguson, I'm Tyler McComas signing off here. You've been listening to Energy FC U23 Action.